We're joined here today with politicians and members of local PBAs from cities and counties in Nassau County. We also have with us Bob Arciello. He's the Nassau County Deputy Sheriff President. Eddie Kehoe, the old Westbury PBA President. Chris Giordano, Hempstead PBA President. Tommy Mungari, New York State PBA President, the Troopers. Kevin Black, SOA President, Nassau County. Sean Randall, Freeport PBA President. Steve, you got to help me with this name. Steve Romikis. Come on. There we go. The Irish guy can't say the Greek name. Garden City President. I know him as Steve. We're also joined by Nassau County legislators Rose Walker, Josh Laffersan, Steve Rhodes, Tom McKevitt, and James Kennedy. Did I miss anyone? I hope not. Well, thank you. We're here today to make an announcement that we're pledging $25,000 to Crime Stoppers on top of the $25,000 that's already out there for information that will lead to an arrest and conviction of anyone who's planning on killing a police officer. Yes, just yesterday we received information that MS-13 was planning to kill a police officer in the Hempstead area. I have to tell you that I wasn't happy at all with the Nassau County Police Department's response at the beginning. I thought it was inadequate. I felt that we needed to double cars to protect the officers. They can't be in one-man radio patrol cars. There's nobody watching their back. So I reached out to legislators. I made phone calls, wrote letters. I actually did a Newsday article, and I called for us to bolster the units. I want a BSO out there with the TAC officers, with the firepower to meet the challenge that was put in front of us. That's what I want to speak about also. This isn't a problem that is a Nassau County police problem. This is a community problem. This is a societal problem. This is a national problem that we're having with this terrorist group that calls themselves MS-13. They are so bold as to put out a hit on a police officer. And if they're able to do that, and if they're able to kill or hurt one of our officers, then what does that tell the public? They're not safe. We're not safe, they're not safe. So it's a problem that faces us all, and we have to stand together, which we are. We have politicians here, we have all the departments, we have the public behind us too. And that's how we'll win. We'll win doing this together. Like I said, I wasn't happy with the department's immediate response. I reached out to the legislators. They made phone calls. They put pressure on the department to double cars. They've done that. I feel that it's a situation where we need to even do more than double cars. I mean, we have a tank, Nassau County Police Department. Drive that thing around to Hempstead. Do whatever we have to do. Pull out all the stops. Let the public know that we're here to protect them. That's what we do. We put our life on the line for them. And I just want to talk about MS-13 for a second. I just want to say that the biggest group of cowards I've ever met in my life to do something like that, this isn't something that you're a tough individual. You're a coward if you're going to get a guy while he's eating and shoot him. I mean, what are you? You're a bunch of cowards. If you're out there listening to me, I'm calling you cowards. And we're going to get you, because we're going to get you together. Putting the 25,000 on top of the other 25,000, the number's growing because all the departments are, PBAs are saying they're going to put more money in. We don't have a total yet of what it's going to be up to. It's just one thing that we could do, so that the public could come forward and be rewarded for taking a heroic act by getting involved and giving us the information, because they're the people on the street are the ones with the information, and they're also the ones that are being victimized. Thanks, Dean. We're always talking about minimum manning, having enough cops on the street, minimum manning, minimum manning. How about maximum manning? How about having the maximum amount of cops out on the street to protect the public, especially in this time? Because this is not just an attack on the police, this is an attack on society. So I just want to thank all the politicians. I want to thank all the members of the other PBAs in my department for coming out. I also want to thank Kevin Black, who's the SOA president. He's here. And John Wighouse, the president of DAI, because they're also involved in this $25,000 that we're putting forward. Kevin, you have anything to say? There you go.
Say your full name, please, and title.
Kevin Black. I'm the president of the Superior Officers Association in Nassau County. The challenge has been issued by MS-13, and as James just said, it's a challenge not only against us, but against society. We're here as a group standing in solidarity to show that we're ready for the challenge. And we will do everything in our power to bring the people who hatched this plan to justice. And if by putting this $25,000 in on top of the original 25 and the more to come will help bring that cause to fruition, then we'll all be happy about it. Thank you.
Steve, you will say something. Steve Rhodes?
Oh, yeah, sure.
There you go.
Thank you so much, Jim. I just want to thank Jim McDermott and Nassau County Police Benevolent Association for their leadership. It's funny. Just prior to this press conference, I was actually down in my community at an early childhood center, watching an Earth Day program with kindergartners, first and second graders. And there couldn't be a more important contrast between watching those innocent children and standing here today and talking about what is essentially a terrorist group, MS-13, and their threats against police officers. Our police officers work in the streets every single day to keep those kindergartners, first and second graders that I was with half an hour ago safe, to keep us all safe. And as elected officials, we're standing here today to let the public know, and more importantly, to let MS-13 know that if they want a battle, that battle will be engaged, and that we will provide the resources necessary to make sure that the people that keep us safe are safe themselves. To each and every police officer out there, I want to say on behalf of all of us, thank you for your service to our community and what you do, and we will be behind you 100%.
Can you give us your name, sir?
Sure, it's Stephen Rhodes, R-H-O-A-D-S, County Legislator for the 19th District.
Is it Steve with a PH?
With a V. Thanks.
Josh, you want to say something?
Sure.
Sure.
It's Josh Lafazan, L-A-F-A-Z-A-N, Nassau County Legislator for the 18th District. I wasn't prepared to speak this morning, but I've been inspired by what I've heard. And Steve, you put a thought into my head. Just a couple weeks ago, I marched with high school kids in Glen Cove in the March for Our Lives. And the thousands of marches that took place across this country, they had one common thread. It was gentlemen like behind me, men and women in uniform, protecting us so that we could exercise our right to free speech. They stood with us, and it's time we stand with them as the public. And as elected officials, I couldn't have put it better myself. They have our backs, and it's time we have theirs. This is a savage group that is acting in a barbarian manner to target men and women who are trying to protect the public so law-abiding citizens can raise their families, so kids can go to school and be safe. And I just think the symmetry and themes that at a time when young people across the country are rising up to say that we are marching for our lives because we are sick and tired of gun violence in schools. And when we were talking about gun violence in schools for young people, we have to be talking about the gun violence facing our men and women in law enforcement. And I think the threat is something I wanted to make a point today. So I'm proud to represent the 18th District. I'm proud to stand up for so many men and women in law enforcement who are my constituents. I thank Jim McDermott for his leadership. I thank Kevin Black for his leadership. Whatever you need, we will be here for you. And as young people, it's time we say thank you for all you've done to help us grow up in a safe environment here in Nassau County. Thank you.
Thanks, Josh. I just want to just say one last thing. I got all the media here. We're not the enemy. We're the good guys. We've always been. We always will be. We're out there. You risk your life as it is as a police officer when you go out there and you put the uniform on. And then you have threats like this, which just add to the danger of what we do. So I just want everybody to know we're here for you. We've always been, and we will continue to be here for you to protect you against such threats. Any questions?
Could you clarify, were Nassau County police officers one to a car, and was there a change overnight? Did you get approval for it?
I'm just going to go off the top of my head that like 96% of 95% of the cars are one-man radio patrol cars. And what I asked for was to double all the cars during this time.
Meaning send 2 cars out at a time? Or
No,
cops
have
in
2
one?
cops in 1 car. If you have 2 cars going to every call, you might have a car getting there a minute before the other guy because he's coming across the precinct. So, you're making him more of a target, another eye and ear, watching your partner's back from inside the radio car is very important.
So was that approved overnight? Is that for sure it's going to happen? Or
Well, it to some level, it's been bordering cars. I would like it to be more so.
Can you repeat what you just said?
Cars that border Hempstead, because that's where the threat was.
So in Hempstead?
No, Hempstead is their own police department. The Nassau County Police has doubled the cars around the area. I would like it to be more than that. I would like to double cars throughout the county.
So that's going to happen around the perimeter?
Yes, it has.
Do you have any info from the Hempstead Village Police at all on whether they in fact have two officers to a car?
Yeah. You're asking about Hempstead, right?
Yeah, the village, yeah. Is it Hempstead Village? Can someone confirm what we read in the paper and that, we're just trying to get it accurate.
And your name before you start?
Chris Giardino, Giardino from the Hempstead PVA. Obviously, I'm angry, I'm upset, but yes, I would like to see doubled up cars. That's 2 men to a car in Hempstead. Is it happening right now? I do not know. You have to speak to the department on whether they're going to do that or not, but that's what we want. There's a threat to Hempstead police officers, then we need better protection. Whether it's equipment, whether it's doubling up cars, we need more.
What was the latest word you got from the chief?
I have not really spoken to him about that situation. I would have liked to, but I haven't really spoken to him about that. I know they're in works on doing something. What it is, I do not know.
Is it correct that there are 2 different threats, one to the Hempstead Village and then one to Nassau County at large? Could you clarify that?
The threat came over. The intelligence bulletin that we received was in the Hempstead area. I don't believe you just say that's just Hempstead. I mean, Nassau County Police border Hempstead in West Hempstead in the 5th precinct, Uniondale in the 1st precinct, and we're in the 3rd. What's it? You're the 3rd precinct. And parts of Uniondale, which are that's right, in the 3rd precinct. So 1st, 3rd, and 5th precinct of Nassau County all border Hempstead.
Because I thought the paper was kind of differentiating that there are 2 threats. That's not correct?
No.
I mean, I don't want, it's not.
For what I understand, that it's the one threat.
Was there a threat out of Port Washington today?
I don't know anything about that. I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
I mean, we had been reporting 2 threats. The commissioner mentioned a 2nd threat last night and said that there was somebody supposedly armed with a mask, and that had weapons and a mask.
Okay.
So
I'm
just trying to clarify.
I didn't hear about that.
So,
Well,
are you going to be driving with extra?
you know what? At
weapons?
any given time, I'm sure there's more than one threat to the police. I mean, but the threat that we're addressing today is from the intelligence bulletin that we got, where MS-13 said that they're going to kill a police officer, targeting to kill a police officer in the Hempstead area.
Who are we looking for specifically? What do you hope the public understands as far as the description?
You know what, the description, I don't have in front of me. That's something that's in front, the intelligence bulletin for the police officers. That's something you can get from the county, from the commissioner.
Are the officers gonna be driving with extra firepower in the car?
No, they're not. Not at this point.
Have your officers come to you expressing fear, concern? Can you just talk about the reaction?
Well, I had an open meeting last night that I have every third Thursday of the month, and we have representatives from every police command in Nassau County, and of course they're concerned. They're concerned for their police officers, their protection. We got to protect our cops just as much as we got to protect the community. Like I said, if we can get past us, we're the first and last line of defense. So yes. Anyone else? All the questions are coming from here. The guys are all quiet. The girls, no, not so much. Well, thank you very much for coming out today, and have a great day.